Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays Slay the Spire. Couple of middling runs, but, you know, still riding relatively high in my opinion. I actually have come to like obtain a curse, gain 250 gold. Let's start there. Pain is awful. It's, I don't know if that's the curse you get every single time, but it's, I mean, it's truly horrible. And we're very likely to draw it this turn. And we did. And that's fine. I think I'd rather zap, just so you're guaranteed to die to a strike next turn. Well, that's not actually true, but you are guaranteed to die to 2 zaps. We were weak, I forgot. So the benefit here, oh, dude, this is all beautiful, but we'll start defrag. Streamline could have also been amazing. We have to get rid of pain. I don't really want to spend to get rid of pain. I mean, actually, maybe I do, because I was like, well, we could get Bottled Flame. Yeah, for what? What are we going to use Bottled Flame for? We don't have the money to get it in something else. Basically, we're paying to put a strike in our hand. No thanks. This could be good, but I'm too dumb to understand its effect, even early. It's fine, but a little pricey. So I think there's a couple of ways you go with this. I think I like Capacitor Claw, go for the eyes. And then let's add a hologram as well. So we have, like, this is way more cards. Let's go. Molten Egg early is insanely good. This is way more cards than we tend to add early on. But you can see what we got going on. All the cards we've added have like a pretty appreciable impact in an obvious way. The only one you might be a little suspicious of, hold on, let me see, you got 20, 3, that's enough, is Claw. But I genuinely think Claw, you know what, I will take a Streamline as well. I genuinely think Claw gives us a lot. Contrary to what you might think, and I'm going to go for an upgrade, I think, here. I think it gives us a lot. I do want 2 weakness as well. It gives us a way to grow our damage against the boss. It gives us easier selections on future options, and I don't know if you'd really consider that valuable. But I do kind of stand by that. Capacitor allows us to take Consume and continue to build a focus build, which we got, you know, the first little inkling of via our defrag. Hold on, 13 damage. That's a bummer. About to take 7. Not the end of the world. I guess if you don't believe in the power of this deck yet, we'll agree to disagree. But I really do think it has a chance early. Give me the curse. I've started to respect my max HP a little bit more. Whetstone, hit 2 strikes. I mean, it's not where you want to be, but, you know, all of our other future attacks are going to be upgraded by default, so. This guy is not who we want to fight. But what we want is Streamline. Go for the eyes is also very good. We can afford to do this. Then you just have to think. We're not going to play any other skills, so I don't think defrag is worth playing. We want Streamline, Hologram, Streamline, basically. Streamline by itself is fantastic. We're guaranteed to get hologram, but a block is basically, I mean, we don't have the energy, so never mind. This fight still went okay. I literally just tried to hologram a card that was in my hand. Shuriken's fine. I will take another Claw. The fact that it's upgraded is meaningless. This sucks. This is horrible. You're all attacking on turn 1? None of y'all seem to understand. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me! We're gonna be in a... Please Hexaghost. Ooh, that's like the worst boss. But it is what it is. You know, we don't have too much control over the fights that we have here. We're just gonna hope that we get another opportunity to heal, perhaps. That would be for the best, without a doubt. We're doing 5 damage. I'm just waiting for a non-weak Streamline, is more or less what it comes down to. We can also do that. We lived, please God. I will take another Claw. Oh, that's bad. I was really hoping... Not that this would heal me. I think that's, like, unrealistic. But I was certainly hoping that it wouldn't be combat, so that we could... I mean, here's... I don't want to feel the need to justify myself. We go here, we have to fight once. We go here, we might not have to fight at all and might get some other bonuses along the way. 7 damage. Gorgeous. Still... Oh no, you're both dead. That's beautiful. We got lucky. I hate this. Dude, I don't know. This might be too many claws. But it is going to allow us to get pretty strong pretty quickly against this guy. We definitely do not need the Gambler's Brew. So what would our upgrade be, realistically? Probably go for the eyes, or a zap. I think I'd rather rest, to be straight up with you. This deck has a lot of holes, but it's got a lot of interest as well. And I think we will save our potions. Our skill potion is going to be best on a turn where maybe we can get a fat block out of it. That's very big. Sure. What would I like to have in this deck? Force Field, we have Capacitor and Defrag. I think I'd rather have a Leap, all things considered. But a Dark Orb is worth a lot. I just don't think we're going to be able to evoke it. So this is more block, but it's going to cost us too much later to play, I think. Given the difference between it and Leap. So that block for free is fine. There's no real point in getting another Go for the Eyes. I definitely do not want to split you. I actually think we'll just Hologram Leap. I know we could have gotten +1 strength. You know, I just don't necessarily think +1 strength is that valuable. So now, depending on what we draw, and we drew what I needed to draw to make this happen, we're going to hit you with the vulnerability, and you're in for a world of hurt. This is big for us. Can't really complain about that. Alright, so all we gotta do is hit this guy for 12. This turned out to be a very easy fight. Please give me an all-for-one. Oh my god, they've done it. And then we do need an energy relic. Well, you know what? We don't. But I'm gonna take one anyway. And we're gonna take the one that removes gold from the equation. We have the shell we need. I would love a beam cell. And really the other thing apart from that is upgrade targets and blocks. Steam barriers in particular, I think, but any good block will do. We also have to remove the injury from our deck. So there's no getting around it. We're going to take just a buttload of damage here. No zero cost. Not a whole heck of a lot we can do about that. And if you didn't believe me before, you probably believe me now that we got a real problem when it comes to defense in this deck. Even like an Orichalcum would... You'd start to convince me that we can get something going there. I'm going to take a Cold Snap, because I think Frost Focus might complement this deck. Remove all strikes, receive 5 bites. It is a way to sustain HP. We'll lose 20 HP, so we'll be at 51. I'm going to give it a shot, and we might be throwing the whole run away. Sorry, we're not at 51, we're at 49, but... I will just take the raw 3 strength to start with and hope to draw claws, I suppose. I think we have to say no. We've already given up too much, and that's a bummer, because you never know what we could have gotten there that might have manifested itself in a particularly meaningful fashion, but oh well. 56 HP on this son of a gun. That's a real conundrum. 6 damage plus frailty, 38 HP. Something like this, and he's dead. Lucky us. Didn't go too badly. Although AoE is important, I actually think we can make do with a skim. And I would really like to not rest. How much did we gain? 14? It's a little touchy, but give me a go for the eyes being upgraded. That extra turn of weakness is as close as we get to defense right now, I suppose. It's a big skim. Oh, love it. Okay, so do I need to break you? I think hologram gets us close enough. So just, we won't play all for one then. So it'll be like bite, bite, hologram, and then we'll put another claw into the field here. Double attack is real bad, for sure. I'm resisting the temptation to use a dual cast. Or to use... Oh, I should have played actually, not playing Defray there might be a Galaxy Brain. I'm resisting the temptation to use our potions. That's what I meant to say. But we're gonna now, because otherwise we're gonna die. And even still we may die. Dude, you're being a real piece of garbage right now, just for the record. The only way we make it through this is, like... We live with 1 HP. You're still weak. Okay, well... Start there. That's not really what I'm looking for. Yeah, we're dead. This one hurts. I think maybe we went a little bit too hard on the claw archetype, but life goes on, you know? We're still doing okay. I'm not... Morale-wise, I feel okay. I thought we had a fun one that might have done something there. It didn't. Oh, well. Give me a random colorless uncommon. I actually love Panacea as the defect. The opportunity and potentiality for us to get a bias cognition. It's worth quite a lot, in my opinion. Please double tap this guy. 25% shot. Beauty. We only take 2 damage. All right. I'm feeling good. I'm in the mode. I'm in the mood for Slay the Spire. And that's big, you know. I was playing last night off camera, and you know, when I didn't get a great relic from my blessing choice, I went like, I don't want to play anymore. And then I was like, why am I playing the game right now if I'm not in a good mood for it? So I started playing Smash, and I was like, oh right, because Slay the Spire doesn't make me this salty. So it's a give and take. Let's put it that way. We don't really care about Panacea, but there's no reason not to play it. I think we hit you once. This hits you, takes you down to 8. We definitely kill you next turn. So Rip and Tear is not a card I really enjoy that much, by the way, but I take it because having a little extra guaranteed offense early means a lot. So does Doom and Gloom, actually, and I think Doom and Gloom in particular on the first floor to deal with the bosses is very nice. So let's cut a strike. Always glad to have the opportunity to do so for free. Yeah, that's fine. Just needed to hit you once, and then Rip and Tear kills you next turn. Lucky us. You know I'm interested. Maybe we can try something new here. Take my gold. I really want to upgrade early. So what gets upgraded first? Panacea is really good depending on the elite that we fight. It's at level 1, like unupgraded. It's at peak usefulness versus, I mean, it does nothing basically against the obelisks, but it does great work against the devil or the goblin knob, and then it does okay work against the Lagavulin, but you still get 1 penalty. So we'd be upgrading this in the hopes that the Lagavulin would be our next elite. But I think maybe trying to lean into the Darkness Orb synergy. It is the Lagavulin, but I actually, like, I don't think it matters that much. We will probably use both potions, which might mean 4 potions on this fight. We're going to wake him up next turn, no matter what, but we're going to use our Dark Orb options for sure. So it'll be like, yeah. Let's hit him with the poison. Following that, Entropic Brew does nothing by itself, so we might as well do this. And, you know, we're kind of relying on these to do our dirty work for us in the future. Let's pop this. And if that's the case, I actually think we're fine blocking, because all we need to do is evoke these when we are given the chance. And we were given the chance right there. Take another 7 damage, but once these get evoked, like a single dual cast kills you. And, you know, we didn't take a lot of damage in the process to make that happen. Give me a charge battery. Fission's very interesting as well, but I think Well, I don't know. Maybe that's highly wrong. I was going to say block immediately is more valuable, but maybe taking fission early so we had the chance to get more... Forgot we had extra energy there. Fission early so we have the chance to upgrade it, and then evoking those orbs. I mean, I guess it would be pretty nice. But look at this. You know, we're doing some work with these dark orbs. I'll take I mean, Melter's amazing as well, for sure. Genetic Algorithm, though, is a lovely card. I don't really want to upgrade it because it's only going to block once per combat. But it does get better on an upgrade, for sure. Let's get a cheap zap. Get these orbs cycling a little faster. It's tricky. Like, I don't think loop is what we need in this. Do we have a card worth removing? We could remove a strike. Are we willing to go through with that? Like, Apotheosis, it's too expensive, in my opinion, to play right now. Hello.
I'm happy that you're playing the game that makes you happy.
Oh, thank you. That's a nice thing to say. She must have been hearing me play Apex Legends. Where I spend 90% of the game being silent, and then I die and I go... I almost think we take nothing here. But double energy is interesting, for sure. Taking nothing seems like a bit of a whiff, so, you know, let's spend a little money and remove a strike. That's not something I would normally do, but it's something I'm doing now. And we will upgrade. It's like I feel the need to hit Panacea, but we don't have to upgrade it before it's really relevant, you know? And at this point, I guess I'll hit the genetic algorithm. It's not immediately useful for the boss. The thing is, though, like... Panacea, it doesn't do anything that's so lucky. Might as well take the guaranteed kill. If we'd hit you, you would have died. We would have taken 0 damage. But we're not betting on a 1 in 4 chance. That's a little... That's not for me to do. I do think we need some block. So I'll probably take a Steam Barrier. Yeah, why not? And do we need to rest here? I mean, the thing is, I don't really like the upgrade target, so let's take a rest. Panacea, it warrants an upgrade, but most enemies at this level only do 1 damage to us. You know what I mean? So instead of hitting you hard here on turn 1, I'm going to hope for another Darkness Orb. Didn't get it. It was actually a pretty big whiff, all things considered then. Let's get that Dark Orb out to the front where it's a little easier to evoke. This has to come out. Giving ourselves extra energy next turn. Again, no gas leak. That's just that's the sound of my shower. Whoop, whoop. So we're just letting it ride. If we can... This, it will evoke an orb if we do this. Is that okay? Perhaps? I think we would rather... This is huge. Although, let me think... Maybe. Let's run the numbers. I've never been in this situation before. So, this, 60 damage. That's great, don't get me wrong. And then we would do more on top of that. But this, 30 damage. This would go up to 24, and then 48 damage. That's 78 damage for 1 energy. Then you'd get the Doom and Gloom energy or Rip and Tear on top. So I actually... I'm also like, okay, what if we do this? Doom and Gloom, 30, that's 40 damage. Dual Cast is another 36, and then Darkness. No, I think it's, I honestly think it's this, and then you could do the 10 damage, or you could do the 14 damage plus 6. So that's 20, and he'll be at 20 himself when he rolls over. I think that's what you do. I did think about the Doom and Gloom, but I don't think it's as good here. Straight up. I mean, I don't really want to split you, to be honest. I don't really want to split either of you. I would rather wait for the darkness to come back around and just destroy both of you. If possible. That also works fine for me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to split you. That's my bad. But you're dead. That was a beautiful fight. Did we need to rest? I don't want to think about it. We don't play any powers, so we're not going to play Amplify. So it's really Machine Learning or Seek, and I have to feel like Seek is probably our choice. And Cursed Key, especially with Omamori, I think is a no-brainer. What do we need? Because this is a deck that is very different than anything I've ever used in my life before. I promise, officer. Wink, wink. But I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know what we need. What I do know how to play it, sort of. But I don't know what we need. Seek only hitting 1 is bad here, because there's 18 damage coming in, we can block some of it. The somewhat obvious choice would be Seek the AoE, and then you get the Darkness Orb on top of that, but I don't think it's as relevant as you might expect. So what would we be seeking? Probably a Steam Barrier, or a Rip and Tear, and then hoping for the best. So I think we'll do this. That's right, playing more skills is good, fair enough. We're still taking 5 damage. A dual cast, it'll basically get 2 kills. But it's going to take a while for us to draw it again. We have 5 energy, so we just play our hand. Get the Dark Orbs out of the front. Nobody's dying. 20 damage. We're taking another 5. Honestly, given the circumstances, that's not that bad. Now we want to start evoking more orbs if possible. And it is not possible, but definitely ice you. I mean, we're just going to play our hand again. Oh, if that had just hit you. So we take another 3 damage. That's 13 damage total over the whole fight. Dude, that's not so bad. For a fight that counters us pretty badly. I kind of like a cold snap to... We run into trouble, actually, now that I think about it. Do we really want a cold snap that causes our Dark Orbs to be evoked in situations where we don't want them to be evoked? I don't think so. So 2 Seeks is interesting, but I'm weirdly going for the double darkness setup here. Obviously, 21 damage is pretty bad, but you know, the fact that we're actually able to get there is a testament to the quality of our draw and very little else. So what do we want here? Certainly somebody to block. Let's go with Charge Battery. And then maybe Buffer. I think we'd rather have Loop, but yeah, we're taking damage. Definitely a self-repair is something that I would look to as a highly advantageous card. This dude's dead when we draw dual cast, so you know, putting up block is also mission critical. But you know what's unfortunate for me is that the way that I feel like is best to put up block, beauty, is to have Frost Focus. So I don't know if maybe I don't know if I'm underthinking or overthinking it. We will obtain a relic, and sure, higher quality rests. It looks like something that might be on the spectrum of importance. It's a bit wonky. It will hit you. Come on, come on. Okay, got one. It's as good as it gets, really, in that situation. What are we seeking here? Honestly, genetic algorithm is pretty good. We're getting a lot of mileage out of letter opener, too. Alright, so we needed something along these lines, and now you're both dead. Certainly we will rest. I think I'm willing to give White Noise a try here. Okay, so let's try our rest first. It takes us back to what I would describe as basically full HP. 75 gold to remove a card. Doesn't bother me. We'll pull our basic strikes and It's a much thinner deck than I'm used to running, no doubt about that. Let's upgrade Seek. I think we have energy sorted for the time being. White Noise would be a secondary target in my opinion. Pen Nib is unlikely to be what I'm searching for, but it is what it is. Probably a good time to get Panacea. This is a much thinner deck than we're used to having up here. These guys are bad, but I actually feel like Dark Orbs should make our life a little easier. No question we're going to take a bunch of damage. I'm kind of unwilling to dual cast this, because if... They both have to hit you to screw me, so actually, that's perfect. Maybe it was still a bit risky. It's not... Just because it worked out, that doesn't mean it's the right decision. It's taken me a long time to learn that, even though it's true. You're doing 25 damage, so there you go. Just stay cool here. A dual cast works okay. It's a bit weird. The thing is, it's going to kill you. So it would actually be... I think what you want to do is seek, like, Rip and Tear Charge Battery. Then you hope Rip and Tear hits you. Thank you. We don't get vulnerable, which is very nice. Let's get the Darkness Orb going. You're still playing 3 skills. Yeah, we're going to be fine here. I do want to say, like, I don't necessarily think that I have something fantastic. I think what you're witnessing is the power of 4 energy. I really think we need more block as well. It's the power of 4 energy working out for us. And we'll continue smithing because we have the ability to do so, quite honestly. And I still don't think we need the energy that much. You know, with 4 energy, I think that White Noise is... It costing 1 less 1 time doesn't really matter to me. This now giving us 16 block is incredibly good. Hold on, are you doing... I see a negative in there, so give me Panacea. And, I mean, the other smart choice would probably be Doom and Gloom. 23 damage. Something like this. This. Like, we're holding steady here. This feels pretty good. White Noise is your first play. It giving you Echo Form is just, like, beyond great. And I do think that if Dark Orbs have a problem with floor fights, and whether or not they do, I suppose, remains to be seen. This is an issue. I don't know if I should have handled it like this. Yeah, that was dumb. Okay, rush him down, Dad. What are we drawing? It's going to be a little tight. I think we might be able to get him, though. Something like, Yas. Yeah, that'll get him. I think it has an advantage against bosses. I really think Reinforced Body is important as well. And, you know, we have good cards. So our cards are upgraded. I'm just going to rest. We want, if possible... I mean, Static Discharge is okay. But, if anything... You know, we really want our Darkness Orbs out there. ASAP, no doubt. Full stop. We'll just play everything, I think. And 31, 14... We're taking a little damage. Not enough to be too concerned. I'm gonna choose willingly to take a little damage in order to keep this Darkness Orb going. And that... yeah, that's not how that's gonna work. So that was pretty dumb. I should have used that to mitigate an enemy. For sure. But now we got 2 Darkness Orbs out there. I'm just trying to think, can I kill you? Realistically. No, you can't. Can I kill you? No, you can't. Seek doesn't even do anything for us. It does 5 damage. That's just short of where I would consider that to be useful. Alright, so I think we handled this real badly, but Panacea... if anything, I'd rather have it block Frail, but it is what it is. I think we're actually going to seek out 2 Darkness Orbs to prepare for the future. So, what should we do? Get all your other stuff out there first, I think. Then, you know, Darkness Orb, Strike. I will Steam Barrier sucks right now anyway. I'll play it for 5 damage, as ridiculous as that might seem. So these Dark Orbs are the way that we're going to kill the boss. That's our intention. Yes, and we might as well. And then it comes down to... I think I'd rather have 10 extra block and give these guys another turn to get going. We gotta be careful because we don't want Static Discharge to accidentally evoke these orbs, which is what would happen here. So, sadly, I think that's the way you handle that. This is a big one. We didn't play an attack for like 3 turns. So my man is about to summon some new blood. I think we just have to get more darkness orbs out there. I sort of wish it wasn't like that. Let's get these orbs to the front so they can do some damage for us. I don't even know what we want to draw, to be honest. These minions are actually getting in the way of the dark orbs, which is a real situation. 14 damage. 5-3-3. It's not gonna do it, so we'll play everything. $36 damage coming in. It's gonna be hot. Certainly you gotta go, but you're gonna go anyway. Now the question becomes, do you just... maybe you're not gonna go anyway. Do you just play this? That's 35, it takes us to 40. I mean, we would live. But if we play this, we lose 3. It would take us to 38. 24. So you're doing 60. 38 will not get us there. Wow. But it'll kill you, so it'll take 12 off. So it's so strange, but I think that this is your play. And then this Dark Orb becomes what you have to evoke to win the game. How do we get there? I mean, obviously we can evoke it. That's not a problem. So it's probably something like Darkness, and then this is 24 damage by itself, so you're actually dead. Okay, we got there. Now that's a surprise. Had to work for it, no question there. Static Discharge, actually, I think it did more harm than good there. I think we're in the market for a buffer. The orbs are not that relevant, I think. Although, if we could get more Dark Orbs, we could start... maybe that was our problem. You know what? It's either that or Tiny House. So give me Inserter. It's a little late for Snecko, in my opinion. Maybe having a bunch of Dark Orbs is going to give us, you know, slow start, strong finish. We definitely want to take this path. I'm very skeptical about my chances here, but I hope I'm wrong. So we have enough block. That's nice. So what will we do? This guy doesn't do anything to us. Oh, no, he does. I see the greens in the background. Yeah, so let's take Panacea. Whoops. And I get the value of Buffer, of course, but I think we'll actually take Panacea and Darkness, and then we'll do something like this. Doom and Gloom. Darkness. Panacea. Charge Battery. Steam Barrier. He's doing no damage. We got 2 Dark Orbs out there that can ruin this guy's life. We have to get him around. But really, that's... I mean, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. We just have to evoke 1 at this point. Which is not doable. But when we evoke it, my man is in a lot of trouble. That was a clutch buffer. I'm telling you, a single evocation, and my man is in a world of pain. All we need to do is put 1 single orb into the rotation, and he's done for. There, oh, finally, thank you. It looked like we were gonna perfect it, but yeah, no worries. So let's cool it. We got a lot more combat to hit that rest site, but this is sadly the safest path, and that bothers me more than anything else. Honestly, this seems like a turn for Genetic Algorithm. And Genetic Algorithm costs 1, so let's take something that costs 0 to go alongside of it. Panaceas, or something that costs 1 would also be okay. So I think I'll try the Darkness Orb as well. So this is 25 block, which means we're set. We'll go darkness, darkness. Okay. Genetic algorithm has been absolutely fantastic for us. Panacea does nothing, but it is a skill. This is a real bummer, because at this point you just look at this and you go, well, I mean, we're playing the cards that we have to play. Anytime you play your whole hand, it's a failure of deck construction, more so than anything else, right? Man, Hello World is not what I'm looking for. Are we dead? We shouldn't be dead, but we're going to be mighty close. And I hate to say it, but I actually think I screwed myself. The buffer literally blocks 1 right now. So you have 15. Oh my god. I think I screwed myself taking the inserter, because it's making it so hard to evoke the orbs. But we had a good run there. I now at least have tapped into the power of dark orbs, and we were getting some good stuff done. Didn't get a win, but still, I'm keeping that level of competition high, I hope. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It was a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. See ya.